Hey, what's going on, guys? Sorry for not having a video for a while, but I've actually been getting quite a few things done, although I've been pretty busy, so I haven't had too much time to do stuff, but I did go ahead and get my myth gloves on my pier, and it didn't take me that long because I'd already done some of the prerequisites for other stuff. I did Shadow of the Storm so that I could get the 10k experience in range so that I didn't have to do the first 20 or 30 levels, which I really suggest because doing the first levels is really such a time suck because you're sitting there hitting zeros half the time, and when you're hitting zeros you're not getting any experience, obviously. So the best way is really to get those low levels done with whatever quests you can do. So that's why I did a lot of the prerequisites for range. I also did a lot of the big chompy bird hunting and stuff like that, so I already had most of the stuff done. So really it only took me about, I'd say, an hour and a half maybe to finish all the quests for myth gloves. And so now I've got myth gloves and pretty much done on my pier. I went PKing a little bit. I got a few kills. I also got a few deaths because, you know, PJers are rampant out there right now. So I've been working on that, and I'll be sure to get you guys a video as soon as possible. But right now, I mean, the clips that I got and stuff really aren't that entertaining. It's just two guys sitting there waiting for their specs, you know, so it's really not the best stuff. So I'll just, I'm gonna hold off on that for a little bit, try to get you guys something a little more entertaining, because it's not hard to go around finding low-level pures and crap like that PKing. So another thing I did, after I'd gotten my myth gloves, I went on my main, I guess is what we'll call it now, or barrows pure range tank basically, and I decided to do some barrows because I got 55 Slayer, I got 50 Mage, and so I could use the Slayer dart, and that thing wrecks in barrows because it's cheap for the most part, and it hits really hard against 4 out of the 6 brothers, obviously all the melee ones. So I decided to do some barrows. I did about 3 runs. I only have 2 of them recorded. The other one, something happened. It got corrupted or something. But these 2, you don't expect any good loot because it's only 3 runs. So obviously I didn't get anything phenomenal. But really it comes down to, I'm not sure if barrows is the best money-making method as of right now, because really the problem is when you go and try to buy prayer potions, they're going to be 7k, 6.5k to 8k each, somewhere in that ballpark. And when you have to use, I think I was using about 5 or 6 per run, that's a huge amount of money. That's, you know, 30k, 36k. And when you only get some runes for that, it's really hard to feel like that's a good moneymaker. But then again, every 20th chance or whatever, every 20th run, you'll have a chance to get something that's worth a couple mil, and that's really why people do barrows. But overall, I mean, the runes were free. So if you are at the point where you've been farming, you know, all my prayer potions I used from farming, so I didn't spend any money technically, but I could have sold them and got a lot more money than I did from the barrows loot. So if you're at the point where you have a bunch of prayer potions and you feel like just going ahead and going through barrows, it's going to cost you no money because you're going to have the amount of runes that you need for your Slayer dart, and once you loot the chest, it's going to give you that many runes or more back. So you're going to be able to do it ad infinitum as long as you don't run out of prayer potions there, which obviously you're going to run out pretty quickly because prayer potions are just some of the hardest things to get right now. It's pretty annoying. So I really suggest, you know, leveling farming. What I was doing was I needed to level my thieving to 53 for Desert Treasure on my barrows pier, and so what I'd do is I'd go and plant herbs, plant some renars, plant some strawberry seeds, plant some limpworts, and then go and thieve the master farmer while I wait for them to grow. And I was at the point where, you know, I'd get enough renars, limpworts, and strawberries to be able to plant them all again by the time that they were grown. And so you could do that. Obviously you're not doing too much in that strategy. You're really only getting thieving experience, you're getting some farming experience, and you're getting a little bit of money. But it really helps out if you're trying to get your thieving up there and your farming as well, because that actually gets you a lot of money. I made about 300k in a couple days just farming renar seeds, and I didn't buy any of them, I just went and pickpocketed them. So really in this video what I want to do at this last part is talk to you guys about barrows loot, because there's been huge controversy about how it works. So I wanted to make sure that you guys know the best information for making sure that you get the best possible barrows loot. Alright, so there's been a lot of controversy recently on forums and live streams and etc. on how Barrow's loot chance works and whether or not getting kill count is worth it, whether or not killing every single, brother's worth it. Although in 2007 we don't have the option of killing accuracy, so obviously you have to kill all brothers, but the kill count is really the thing that everyone's wondering on. A lot of people think that it's only runes that gets increased, but what I found was this little thing that basically a jagex mod went back in the game code and looked at how Barrow's chance works, and I wanted to show you that with you guys. So to get there, really all you need to do is type in Barrow's Runescape in Google, and then it'll come up, and you can just click on the first one, the Runescape wiki, and then you're going to go all the way to the bottom. Go all the way past trivia, past all that stuff, and you'll get to references. Now, these are the two references you're going to be looking at. Mod Dean Barrow's Loots, Mod Dean Barrow's Loots, and they're 2 days, or 1 day apart. So the first one is going to bring you to this, where is it? This one. So basically what he says in this one is that it's deciding whether you want to kill accuracy or you don't want to kill accuracy. So what he's saying is, if you kill accuracy, you're going to increase the amount of loot you can get. So accuracy's loot is going to be added to your loot chance, and therefore your chance of getting what you want is going to go down. So in this, he's basically just saying, if you want, let's say, Guthin's armor, do not kill accuracy to get that. But really, that's kind of irrelevant for us because there is no accuracy, obviously. So this part's somewhat irrelevant. But if you look at the second one on the 29th, it'll bring you to right here. And basically, what he's saying here is the best chance possible for looting any Barrow's items is right here. Kill the 6 brothers, leave accuracy, which is irrelevant. And enter the tunnels, kill about 8 creatures, and then loot the chest. Now that's where the kill count comes in, is the kill around 8 creatures. And what he's saying basically is the kill count does only increase the chance for runes and all that stuff, but up to 8, it actually increases the chance for items as well. So obviously someone can't sit there getting 1,000 kill count and then have an automatic chance of looting the weapon. But if you were to get 8 kill count, that actually increases your chances from a simple, 0 kill count or 1 kill count. So if you guys are out there grinding Barrows, try to take this into account. I mean, it's featured by a jagex mod, and it's pretty obvious that they looked back in the code. He describes how he was having dry runs and he'd have like a couple hours without a single item, and then he went back in the code and found this, and found that killing 8 creatures is really crucial to your loot chance. So when you're doing Barrows from now on, make sure you do that, because otherwise you're just going to be wasting a bunch of time, and you don't have as high of a chance as looting loot. So thanks a bunch for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Go ahead and subscribe if you liked it, and I'll try to get out some nice PKing videos as soon as possible.